everyone, and welcome to Ruby's Red. So today I have got some friends on the sofa, and we're going to be talking about being single and what that means in today's modern world for us women. So here we have
Sofia. Hi.
Hi, I'm Joyce
Medina.
Good. So I'm going to just go right in there. We're going to do a quick fire round. What are your top likes? And I'm going to answer them all the question one after individually. What are your top likes, Sofia?
Intelligence.
Integrity.
Understanding.
Okay. What are your top dislikes in a man?
Smallness.
Smallness? What's that mean?
I don't like when a man is small. I don't like when a man is small-minded. I don't like when he is anti-growth. Anti-growth. What about the slow grower? Anti-growth. I don't like. Basically, I don't like when a man is small-minded and when he fits himself into a box and he wants to stay there.
Okay. What about you guys?
Somebody who's disingenuous. Somebody who's a liar, basically.
You don't like the liars, then?
No.
No one likes
Selfishness.
Selfishness. Okay, another one. What is a deal breaker for you when it comes to men? What is a deal breaker? It just doesn't work. Go, Sofia.
Prejudice.
Prejudice. So you don't like a man who's prejudiced to women or just generally?
In general.
Okay.
Somebody who's somebody doesn't take themselves too seriously. That's a deal breaker.
Medina?
Uncleanliness.
No, seriously, you got the cameraman laughing.
No, seriously. No, of course. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Right. What is your longest relationship?
5 years.
12 years.
6 years. 6.5 for 2 days.
Okay. Do you remember why you broke up?
We grew apart. It was
Ultimately, we grew apart.
He cheated on me.
And we're going to get some more detail in that later. Okay, and tell me, why did you break up?
I think it comes down to growth. I think between the ages 25 and 35, individuals grow so much. They discover things about themselves. There are new ambitions that might come into it, new careers, further education, whatever it might be. Trying to sustain a relationship that you started in your 20s into your 30s can be quite challenging.
So you say it's down to growth, not growing or growing, or
well,
if
you are growing into in a direction that your partner isn't, or if you learn things about yourself, or you have interests outside of your relationship that your partner can't share or won't share or just isn't interested in the end, you have to have things in common. And the more you shift, the more you grow, the more you flex yourself. If you are with someone who is not so much incapable but is shifting and flexing in an opposite direction to you, it's a little bit difficult to sustain.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it was very, very similar in that we had a long-term relationship, but and we had a lot in common. I mean, we had a new family, but we were growing apart. So as much as the things that should have kept us together, I think those things were kind of making us push apart instead of, staying together. But ultimately, he found somebody new, which was the reason why the relationship failed in the end.
Okay, so while he was in the relationship, you found someone new?
Yes.
Even with children?
Yes.
Okay.
For me, I found him in bed with my best friends.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I found him in bed with my best friends.
Okay.
But for me, it was like the only way to console myself was to say, not take it personal, and say while he was cheating on me, it was more just very selfish act as opposed to like me hurt Medina. When we finished, I said I could always forgive him, but I could never forget, and that's the reason why we broke up.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that he was out there to cheat. He was cheating just to hurt me. It wasn't about that. We were young, stupid, naive, and we were growing in different ways. Our paths just going in different directions at that time.
Yeah, but that's your best friend.
I know that's a different thing with her, that's a different thing altogether. I never spoke to her again. I wasn't even angry at her because I just realised that she wanted what I had. So let me just say that, you know what, you'll never be me, so I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
I had to be sort of like bulgy and brassy about it, but there was a way to console myself at a difficult time.
And that must be the challenge. That's deep.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, it is deep. But you had to not take it personal.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it personal because there's no way that someone could really set out just to hurt me, and I could thought there's no reason for him to set out and hurt me, to give him two beautiful children. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, what it tells me is like, you know who you are.
Oh, I know who I am.
Do you understand? So that
was his
helps.
loss, yeah.
Yeah, his loss in the sense that he was just greedy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand? I bigger than him, Belly, sorry.
Yeah, oh, much bigger, yeah, and everything else.
So he was just greedy in that sense. That friend obviously wasn't a friend, so that
Wasn't a friend.
quite
You
treacherous.
know what? Yeah, she's obviously once again it's another sort of
Another
compliment, because she wanted something that I had.
Yeah.
And ultimately she could never really have
But
it.
all the players in this story, the thing that is there is youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were young.
Yeah. Was that also within the age of 25 to 35?
Oh my goodness, yeah, I was just 25. I just come up to shy of 25.
Yeah. Based on what Sofia said that in terms of from the age of 25 to 35, you're still growing and you're still finding yourself.
Yes.
And not until after that age, you're kind of ready to actually have a relationship, like in terms of view of commitment and marriage. The word commitment as well.
Yeah, but you have to go through that to be able to commit. Because that way you can find out about yourself, your wants and not wants or whatnot. And I think you have to go through that little bit of pain to realise and appreciate those that do love you.
Yeah, that's good. That's interesting. So you're saying that in terms of pain and going through challenges in life, in relationships, it actually better informs you about who you are.
Yes.
Yeah? Would you say that?
Yeah, you've got to self-analyse where you went wrong, because there's never going to be one side to a coin.
And this is why, in terms of if you're going to talk about settling down, and I mean, this isn't necessarily a road that any of us have travelled, but if I was to give someone any kind of advice, it would be that there are some decisions that you make that you can never come back from. So the idea of when you decide to have children or to buy property or all of those decisions, no, actually property probably doesn't even matter. I think children is the most important thing here. Do be aware between the ages of 20 and 30, you are growing. The decisions that you make those then need to be decisions that you can walk away from. Anything you can't, you're going to be so if you've made that decision in your 20s and you can't walk away from it, it will be with you for the rest of your life. Whoever you decide to have children with will be with you for the rest of your life.
Very, very serious.
So it's a very serious decision. There are consequences to those.
Absolutely.
And there are consequences to them not being with you for the rest of their lives. Yeah.
So do you feel that in any of the relationships that you've had that you've made a mistake that you should have been with that person? Anyone?
Never.
Never.
Even with the children stand, I think, goodness gracious, Jesus loves me, because if I'd still been with this guy.
Wait, sorry, you mean have made a mistake of being with that person in the first place?
No, of not being with that person. Like
Made a
you
mistake.
you
should have
been with that person.
You should have kept on.
You should have kept on.
No, there's no regrets.
No one.
No regrets.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You can. You know it was for the right reason.
Yeah.
I always have a regret, like on an estate with 5 kids, like, Delroy, can change young Junior's nappy.
No,
so it's 25. So I always look at it like that. That for some reason that happened for a reason. That I was not meant to be in that relationship. As much as he gave me 2 beautiful children, I was not meant to be in this guy, because I would not have grown in the way that I would have seen as constructive or positive.
Yeah. What are the benefits of being single? What would you say?
Selfish benefits.
Selfish benefits.
Well, they're not
I think it's selfish benefits, because it's about you being able to control your own space, not having to compromise.
How's that selfish? I pay for my last It's not be selfish if I kick the man out of his
Not
house
able to
and I'm not
compromise. I don't like being single,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to be in a relationship. I don't know if it's been too long, but I don't like being single. I'm lonely.
Yeah.
People like really shocked when I say that, but yeah. Not being able to share something with someone, I think, is quite sad for me, to tell the truth. I would love to be able to, but because I've been single for so long, it's hard to break out of that mold.
Yeah.
It's selfish.
Yeah.
Time, toilets, food, cooking.
I have to agree in that sense with Medina, but not in the sense about loneliness. I'm really scared to get into a relationship, because if there is one thing I like, it's my own company. I'm an only child.
You can
as
have
well.
your own company in a relationship, no?
to make it work, that element of compromise.
No, that's putting no. You don't have to put yourself wholly through something. You keep your hobbies and your own interests, your friends, your girlfriends. For
Yeah,
example.
but it's
that
still.
shouldn't have to change. That's a good relationship to me. But being able to come home and share, saying, you know what?
You see, the come home. I like to step in my house and not have anyone there.
But are you ready for a relationship?
I think I am, in the sense that I'm aware of what I don't want and will work towards making that. 10 years ago, I'd be like, this is what I want,
I wouldn't feel
and
single.
you have to fit it. Now I am aware that these are challenges that this man's going to have, and I'm willing to make that challenge easier for the person.
Yeah.
But if you were to say, if you had a choice, be single or not be single, I say, okay, let not be single. But there is a but and a caveat to that, because the other day we sent each other a text and said, hey, let's go away. No one had to say, oh, let me, nobody. Everyone's like, yay, nay. Work is a consideration. But that was about it. It wasn't about, who's going to take care of our kids, or who, what's our partner going to. We can make those kind of snap decisions, and the only people we have to consider are ourselves.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
So that's one of the benefits.
That's
That
a
is
benefit.
that is the only benefit for me. That I only have myself to consider.
I think we're talking about it. I think we're basing it on negative relationships for me, so I don't see why it should be that.
No,
I've seen even
ultimately-
positive relationships,
No, for
and
sure.
the girl, even with very positive. This is what I mean. In order for a relationship to work really well,
Yeah.
if you are not taking your partner into consideration,
Yeah.
as in a word gets said, and your mind has to be, how will that impact my partner? You're not going to.
Yeah, but then, as I'm saying about that, if you've got the right partner, you just think, I
You
must
still have to
remember.
think about it.
I still have to remember. I must remember to tell him at 6 o'clock when he comes home that I'm going to Ibiza.
Yeah, but you
But
have
it
to
shouldn't
have
be a problem.
there shouldn't be. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's going to be a problem, but the fact is you don't have to even have that
But
consideration.
you still have that consideration because you can't just get up and go and not tell your son.
No, you can't. So these ladies have shared so much with us. There's more to talk about when it comes to single women. So I want to just leave us with some points, and I don't want it to come from a condescending point of view, but I want us to have a few points for women. Say you're single now. What tips are there for single women that may have found themselves stuck, whether it be after a relationship or a challenge or some sort of issue that has caused them to just be alone? What could you suggest in terms of something that could benefit them, ladies?
My advice would be, don't look at your single status as being a negative. You have a period of time where you can find something about yourself to improve. I'm a new convert to counselling, and for me, finding someone, whether it's a paid counsellor or there's lots of free counselling service that you can talk about any issue that you might have or any residual pain, it's really, really helpful. Find a way to look after you, to get to know who you are before you embark on a new relationship.
Tip 2?
Don't isolate yourself. It is baby steps that you will need to take, and use your friends and family as support.
Tip 3?
Tips to be I'll throw it out there a bit. I would say get a pet or something similar that you can concentrate on. I got myself a dog which took me out walking in the fresh air, lowered my level of stress and distress, and also allowed me to meet new people.
Takeaway number 4.
You might want to think about opening up your dating pool. I know most people feel comfortable dating within their own racial community, but you never know, your soulmate might actually be the other.
Takeaway number 5.
Reevaluating yourself, and this could be reevaluating your short, mid and long-term goals outside of your single status.
Tip number 6.
This is more of a don't than a do. So do not dwell on the past or the negativity that went in the past relationship. Think about the positives and the things that you can take away and the way of going forward. Love will always remain inside your heart if you've got it to give, and always remain positive.
We will join you again, maybe with the same group of women, or it might be you that has a conversation with us on the sofa. So remember, I just want you to remember one thing, that the God that we serve gives you plans for a good future, a hope and an expected end. Your life should be fruitful no matter where you are in your life's journey. God bless you. Love, 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 love. Over and out.
Love.
Say bye, ladies.